Jeez, Will, you got a pretty aggressive start there. Which maybe it's maybe it's a certain topic that got you going.
Yeah.
This is breaking news, and as you know, there is only one CNN Plus Ultra, and it's right here on the internet. Come on, Will. Well, you gotta get this one day. There you go. You hear that, Vin? That's our CNN Plus Ultra theme song. And see how Will mixed it? Like he's a DJ. He mixed it in and he went back, which is the thing we've been waiting for a while. Yeah, this is breaking news. Here's the thing. I haven't been following the case all that closely. Okay. This Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. I guess it finally concluded. Why do I feel like it'll never be over? Why do I feel like it'll be some kind of an appeal or something? It's always an appeal or something, Will. But the point is that I haven't been following it all that closely. So I had to reach out to the one and only expert I know in the category, which is sitting across from me. I said, as soon as I saw this break, I said, you got to get up here right now. I said that to Vin across, because there is nobody more qualified to speak on this subject. There's nobody who has spent more time investigating the nuances, all the finer details of this case. He's ready to write the bar exam. Him right there. He's a lawyer now.
He's Camille.
Is that the name of the
lawyer?
Okay. Yeah, that's what he's ready for that.
Vin Vasquez.
You're right. In the appeal, it's going to be him there working. So, without further ado, I'd like to hit you with a go ahead, Vin.
No, I'll catch. I watched lots of the beginning when Johnny was on the stand, a bit of Amber on the stand, and then updates here and there, mostly. I got the gist.
You got the gist. Okay, well, the gist is probably better than me. Apparently here, the jury has found in favor of Johnny that Heard has defamed him on multiple claims and now owes him $15 million.
Yeah, 15 minus 2, which she was awarded.
Go ahead, Vin.
And then there's an additional 5 in punitive damages, but yeah, state law limits that to 350. So you got the 10 plus the 350 minus the 2, bringing it down.
The jurors also said Depp defamed Heard. They're just defaming each other.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of defaming going on.
She wrote a statement.
Here's a statement from Amber. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband, Amber said in a statement immediately following the verdict in the dueling cases involving Johnny Depp. Shout out Optimus Prime. Shout out Rant. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously, she continued. I'm sad. Oh, Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly.
Yeah, well, the UK, I don't think there was a jury in that trial. That was just judge. I mean, the online support for Johnny was massive, so it would have been difficult to overcome. You can't discount what was going on day to day and then people watching that and coming up with their own
Yeah.
opinions, but it's tough. It was going to be tough.
Somebody in the chat says that Johnny has already lost out on at least 40 million. I presume they're talking about some sort of Pirates of the Caribbean, or was it something else?
The Harry Potter
Was it Harry
franchise
Potter?
as well.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Although I think rumors now.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Shout out Casper. So he lost some jobs already that were worth a lot of money, and this is what I was talking about before we started rolling. You see these defamation cases. Sometimes it's an individual. It's try to put a value on what it means to you in dollar figures to be defamed, and that's going to be different on a person to person basis. So some people could look at this headline and be like, $15 million for talking nasty, and whatever else happened in the case, which Vin's aware of it. I'm not. But it sounds like a lot of money, but then you start to do the math and you're like, this guy was doing 100 million left and right. This guy was doing billion-dollar franchises left and right.
Working with Disney. Big deal.
The sky's the limit. Billion-dollar man over here. I don't know, billion-dollar man, but you know what I'm saying here. You try to put an amount on it and then think to yourself, now, completely regardless from the case, let's go big picture, zoom out. Has this whole thing hurt him to the tune of 15 million?
Well, prior to this, more, I'd argue.
But now he's back in the public eye. Can he turn it around? Why are you sending me all these perfume ads?
No, well, I was watching something on YouTube and then his Dior, I don't know if, I mean, I guess.
Why are you sending me all these perfume ads?
But, well, it's from what, 8 months ago?
Oh,
But,
okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Wow,
they must be
91 million.
Oh yeah, they must be pumping it again now.
Oh, they're pumping. They're pumping and dumping.
Cause it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. I was getting it on a lot of videos.
Well, I mean, you got to believe like this is it's this thing captivated the whole world, and it can go either way, right? He could have lost the case, and his stock goes down. Like, you know, celebrity stock market. Sucks to say it. Or he wins the case, retribution, everybody's watching, all kinds of perfumes and scents and everything else, live performances with his guitar. Shout out Jesse.
I mean, I don't know if if there are rumors of Beetlejuice too with him.
Oh yeah,
him in it, yeah. Too.
And different types of roles, right?
Edward Scissorhands remake.
So everybody loves the remake right now, but different types of roles now.
Well, if you're the studios now, I mean, look at what this thing. And I know a lot of people that even how this was absorbed was in itself movie-like. The whole thing, start to finish. I mean, it was a multi-part series. Both sides, I mean, they are actors, but how it was all produced, and it was an event.
It's a lot of content.
Oh, how about if you were to go on YouTube and calculate the total number of views from all of this?
It's a lot of content. A lot of content, a lot of views. Took over everything. Couldn't get away from it. I couldn't get the algorithm to stop.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
I couldn't get the algorithm to stop. I tried to escape. And every time I loaded that homepage, it was Amber and Johnny.
Yeah.
People, they loved it. I don't know what it was.
Crowd reaction time.
Yeah, you get crowd reactions now. Well, you got Vin's reaction, don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you have the crowd reaction? Vin's the crowd. Well, he's also a lawyer, as I mentioned, but... Oh man!
Well, but I was saying to Will, I was surprised. I think I was somewhat surprised that the jury came back this quickly.
You know what's funny? He was asking for 50 million, 50. He got 15.
You know what? The jury, I think, nailed it with
the number.
Everything considered. Yeah.
You love it. You're in the jury. You have the same conclusion.
They sat back and I think the number they came up with is
reasonable.
Yeah.
Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, has become particularly popular and will no doubt soak in the praise from, couple jobs. Couple jobs coming from that one.
Well, I said the ultimate fantasy now is her and Johnny getting together, and that completes the story. But I think she's...
Let's say some quotes here from Johnny. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed. All in the blink of an eye. False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. So, part of, like, when you read that statement, it does sound, well, obviously there's money associated with it, but it sounds more when you say the jury, where is it? When you say the jury gave you your life back or something to that tune.
Yeah, and that I owed to my children. I think the children were a big part of it too, his kids.
6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I don't think he's talking about $15 million.
No.
I think he's talking about, what is the word for that? When you've been validation or
Retribution.
Well, retribution is in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Redemption?
Vengeance.
Might you use the word? No, maybe to a certain extent. I don't know. Now listen, he kind of knows how to write a little bit, you know.
Well,
you would say this is what you would say, isn't it? After something like this, you would say
vindicated.
That's a good one. Oh, people said in the chat, don't take.
I give them credit.
I don't know if you're going to. I don't know if you're going to. Well,
yeah, they're all over vindication.
No, vindicated is that works too.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, all in on this.
Well, okay. If you ever were to go back and look at all the there was a lot of dirty laundry. I mean, the whole thing was not comfortable for either side.
Well, that's why I didn't. That's why I wasn't interested. That's precisely why I wasn't interested. I didn't want to. I actually didn't want to swim in the dirty laundry.
What?
As compelling as that seemed to be for so many people, I did it was shortly into it, and they started talking about pooing on each other and whatever else. And then
I don't know about that.
Well, whatever it was, who cleaned whose poo up, and I was like, okay,
oh, it's on the bed.
I'm good. I'm out. Like that was good enough for me, you know.
Wow.
I was out. This is not information that
the problem
can't do anything with this information.
Well, looking at it now, it almost needed to happen, I think, to reach or to assist the jury in getting to that verdict.
Yeah.
It all needed to come out. But I mean,
yeah. Well, listen, he's there's many moves here coming up. Actually, for both of them, funny enough, it's just such a weird thing about Hollywood and celebrity. There's so much attention on these two right now that they can.
I mean, we're talking about
they're just going to get opportunities. I guarantee it. And it's funny, they send money back and forth to one another because Will was saying he sent, what was it, 5 million her direction at one point? Or was that you that was saying that, Vin? What was the original?
No, the original was 7.
7
7 and then 15 back the other way. And it's just, actually both of them are going to be fine probably. No?
Well, I read I think she was planning to moved to kind of middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and that's that for a while. But
Hey, you can write a book, do a podcast. Come on this show, we'll have you on.
Amber Heard? I don't know. I've booked for Johnny Depp.
I don't think anybody, by the way, like some are saying she'll get blackballed. I don't think anybody will. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. It more has to do with the individual. Like when you're getting negative attention, it's more how you proceed because people are willing to look. They've proven they're willing to look. She starts a YouTube channel right now, uploads a video.
yeah,
Whoo! What I didn't say in court, what I couldn't say in court. Dude, don't make me get involved here. Like it's you look at the numbers people pulled and now individuals are wrapped up to the extent that their life has coincided with this one. You can't just like turn that off, can't turn that faucet off immediately, whether it's love or hate or whatever, it's interest. It's proven sustained interest.
if you're a studio looking at Depp now, like his next movie,
His next role should somehow encompass what happened here. And I'm not saying directly or tangibly, I mean metaphorically. It should be some kind of retribution story, some sort of false accusation. If it lines up that way, if it's a real life story, he's playing a role, it doesn't have to be real life, but he's playing a role which somehow coincides and has similarities metaphorically with his own life struggles, people are just gonna.
well, it's gonna. There's a good shot it breaks records, whatever it is.
You can break records, you see? And then all of a sudden the defamation and the 15 million seems hilarious because you're talking big
But
money.
He needed it to get.
He needed
here.
it. Oh, listen, man. It's all part of the plan. It's absolutely all part of the plan. But what about the Academy? Can the Academy get back on board? If it's some sort of performance, go ahead, Will.
I have nothing to say.
No, no comment.
I was just reading chat. There's like news breaking. Not Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation.
What now?
This one. Shout out Nick.
Oh,
This is more breaking than our last story.
Yeah, this happened. Well, it was written 20 minutes ago.
Jeez, that's the community right there.
Yeah, shout out.
Best reporters in the game. Facebook parent Meta COO Sheryl Sandberg is stepping down. The company formerly known as Facebook. She joined in early 2008 as the number 2 to Facebook CEO and co-founder Mark Zuckerberg. Javier Olivan, the company's chief growth officer, will take over as the COO this fall. Sandberg will continue to serve on Meta's board of directors. Yikes. Man, it's certainly not easy for Meta right now. Not easy for Zuckerberg right now. As much as you try to pump him up, well,
Yeah.
it's not working out. Shout out Ben in the chat. Sheryl Sandberg stepping down. She joined all the way back in 2008 and helped turn Facebook into an advertising juggernaut and one of the most powerful companies in the tech industry with a market cap that topped $1 trillion at one point. Over the next few months, Mark and I will transition my direct reports. This is coming from Javier Olivan, the new guy. Now, this is going to take a while, obviously. Number 1 trending story right now. But it's going to take a while for all the details to emerge. And you may need some sort of biography at some point to tell you everything that's going on. But they were tight. They were really tight at one time. And Facebook or Meta, their business is changing rapidly right now. They're from an advertising perspective. We've talked extensively about the effects of Apple's privacy changes around ad tracking, Google following suit, and how Facebook products are going to be able to interact with that or not. And then you have the COO step down. And then you have this push to a new name and a new agenda.
And Zuckerberg is completely fascinated about the virtual world.
Exactly.
There's nothing else.
And she's like, shut up already. She's like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what it used to be.
You're painting the picture?
That's right. I mean, I'm just goofing around. Shout out, Ty. The company, the agenda has changed so much in such a short period of time. You have to wonder, you're going to rub some people the wrong way. They may not want to take part in that particular transition, or maybe they may not believe in it. It's definitely not a vote of confidence to step down at this moment right now. I mean, there's always other opportunities for executives like that. So it's not like we don't know, obviously. We got to wait for the information to develop. It could have been the greatest opportunity ever. But usually in a case like this, particularly when it's just reported in this fashion, there's some groups that aren't seeing eye to eye. In 2015, she was faced with the unexpected death of her husband, Dave Goldberg, cardiac arrhythmia, and collapse on a treadmill. Sandberg has spoken at length about dealing with the grief of Goldberg's passing, and in 2017, she released a book titled Option B, centered around the topic.
Yeah, that was huge news at the time.
But you see what happened to the share price, right? Meta's share price. How can this be taken as a positive? Right? If you as an investor, you've got to take whatever tidbit you can get and try to, determine or project where you think a company's going to go. And you see something like that and you get a little bit nervous. I mean, it's not an enormous drop off for the day, but it hasn't been great over the year. I mean, we've talked about this, how it hasn't been great for a lot of companies. But the future of Facebook, the future of Meta, it's equally terrifying and interesting, and it will be exciting to watch. Because in the tech space, it seems like for some companies, it's easy to forecast what they should or could do, like Tesla or Apple or whoever, even Google to a certain extent, Amazon. Like their agenda is pretty obvious, but this push away from Facebook and towards this Meta identity leaves open so much, so many unknowns. Could it, I mean, I don't think it's going to crash and burn completely, but major transition point. Major. Speaking of big tech companies and Tesla, which I just mentioned, there were some emails that leaked out of internal emails. I don't know, leaked. They didn't seem all that. I mean, I guess they're always confidential. It comes from the CEO of your company, but people shared emails from Elon Musk. He told executive staff at the company they must work at least 40 hours per week in the office or GTFO. He sent the email with a misspelled subject line. That's the first thing that I noticed. I'm glad that Daily Mail actually wrote that in there. By the way, you could have got this story on any website. You know that, right, Will?
No. It has to be Daily Mail.
I noticed it immediately.
These tidbits.
I noticed it immediately that he misspelled acceptable. And for me, that was insight into his mood at the time, that he sped through that word. Pissed. Musk said working in the office for 40 hours is less than we ask of factory workers. In a leaked email sent to workers with the misspelled subject line, remote work is no longer acceptable. Misspelled. It's actually just missing a letter. He skipped the A. Musk wrote that any executive staff who wish to work remotely must be in the office a minimum of 40 hours per week or depart Tesla. Well, 40 hours isn't it?
That's the normal.
Isn't that normal?
That's the standard.
It's funny he says any less than 40, which he's basically saying no remote work, essentially. He added that the requirement for executive staff to work at least 40 hours in the office is less than we ask of factory workers. If there are particularly exceptional contributors for whom this is impossible, I will review and approve those exceptions directly. But you notice how he phrased that? He said exceptional contributors. In other words, if you are an absolute rock star, like whatever it is that you do is so amazing that I'll put up with the fact that you're not here, then maybe I'll make an exception.
And he's reviewing directly.
And he's
Don't
reviewing
leave it
directly.
up to HR or anything like that.
Musk went on to write in the email that the office must be a main Tesla office, not a remote branch office unrelated to the job duties. For example, being responsible for Fremont factory human relations, but having your office in another state. He's calling people out. Like, I don't know who all these employees are, but that example is too specific. I guess Tesla managers and executives have set up these kind of remote workplaces.
That's closer to their home?
Or that they like better because you can imagine, Will.
I just set up shop like right beside the studio.
No, but like this place is nice. I don't know. I can imagine that traffic and going to a main, because everything happens in Fremont, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of activity, and you could be like, nah, we're gonna have this little spot over by the park, and 7 of us are gonna get together. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how can you do human relations from another state? Mm-hmm. They might have also just been like, why am I paying for this house near Fremont? Let's go set up this address elsewhere. Mm-hmm. I can get a bigger house wherever, Colorado, Texas, etc. Responding to a question on Twitter from a follower about whether he has a comment to people who think coming into work is an antiquated concept, Musk wrote back, they should pretend to work somewhere else. He's suggesting that remote work is pretending to work. Do we have the actual email? Because there's some pieces that I wanted to reference that I may have missed in there. Anyone, this is less than we asked, particularly separate. Yes, I read this part. There's a follow-up to this email. Yeah, there's a follow-up. Right. I don't think it's in your article. You see, they failed. He did a follow-up clarification on the first email.
Really?
Yeah. See if you can find it, because he did a follow-up. It was one of those to be absolutely clear emails. But by the way, I know obviously people have their feelings about Elon. But he's not the only one. There's many executives who, we talked about Apple recently, how they're demanding people come back. I don't know if they were as blunt about it. He's known to be fairly blunt.
Yeah.
But he's just not alone in this. There is some feeling amongst, I guess, really high up executives that there could be some productivity issues, or there could be some piece missing. Hey, Will, just go back to the original tweet.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, there you go. The second message. Okay, so in this one, he kind of clarifies. I was hoping that they would actually just have a screenshot of the email. Why do they have to? Okay, here we go. To be super clear, and in this case, the subject line was spelled correctly. Everyone at Tesla is required to spend a minimum of 40 hours in the office per week. Moreover, the office must be where your actual colleagues are located, not some remote pseudo office. If you don't show up, we will assume you have resigned. Oh my God. The more senior you are, the more visible must be your presence. That is why I lived in the factory so much, so that those on the line could see me working alongside them. If I had not done that, Tesla would long ago have gone bankrupt. There are, of course, companies that don't require this, but when was the last time they shipped a great new product? It's been a while. Tesla has and will create and actually manufacture the most exciting and meaningful products of any company on earth. This will not happen by phoning it in.
If you're sending out this email, like what type of numbers are you looking at? How many people is this to?
We would only be speculating, but the suggestion in the article and the assumption is that it's managers or executives, so not warehouse staff. So not why am I saying warehouse? Assembly.
But of that group, I mean, you have to have a large enough number, where you're handling it via email versus one by one.
Well, he's all over the place, right? I don't think it's an efficiency thing. I don't think that there's one-to-one meetings, particularly if he's saying some of these executives have set up remote offices in out of state. I mean, how do you even meet with these people? I presume, I mean, I guess you could set up video conference. But yeah, an email is a really fast way to let people know. I presume somebody got to Elon and said, this guy's not been in the office in 6 months or whatever. And then all of a sudden this email pops out. He's like, to be clear, you go to the office. Now, listen.
The thing is, even leaking the email, I don't really know what that accomplishes. Like, I think we're at the point now where that doesn't really have that much teeth. Like, what's the negative spin on that?
Well, I presume when it comes to, I mean, I'm sure you've heard this before, much in the same way they rank quality of life in certain countries. I would assume that when it comes to working for a company, many would consider flexibility in these terms to be a perk. So to have these emails out there that is completely unacceptable and almost in no case.
Yeah, but has anyone else similar come out and said, we're maintaining these flexible working conditions?
Well, the example we've used in the past, and it's not one-to-one because they're not manufacturing a physical product, is Shopify. I believe that they are remaining completely remote and they got rid of all their office space.
Yeah. See, I mean,
I know Twitter has talked about going relatively remote as well because their office has been unoccupied. I mean, you've heard all this stuff came out when Elon was supposed to buy it. But on the other hand, Apple, which we talked about, they're on the other side, but they did it in a gentler way and it wasn't a leaked email because Apple is not Elon Musk. They're two ends of the spectrum. Apple's going to say it in the most, in the gentlest, most
passive aggressive,
considered way, and Elon's going to say it in the shortest, most blunt, possibly most offensive way. And that's going to work for some people and not work as well for others. And it will, at some point, those individuals that remain at Tesla are going to be the ones who are capable of putting up with this.
So his reaction to it being leaked is what? Does he try and find?
He doubled down. I mean, he's talking about it on Twitter, so he doubled down.
But
in other words, say, "Yeah, you're damn right. I'll write it right here if you want," type thing.
So the leaker, nothing happened.
Oh, there you go. That's who it's to, exec staff. So you have like a subheading. Yeah. So it goes with all the executives. Remote work is no longer acceptable. I mean, it's not that surprising to see remember COVID? He was never really big on the COVID. He was didn't want to shut down really, and then moved out of state because he was getting hassled by California. Like this doesn't really surprise me all that much. It's just it brings up the question about work from home in general because he's obviously such a big figure that whatever he says if via these emails, it's going to have an influence and effect across the business world, across work in general. Because other people who manage people will look at this and say, they can do it. Mm-hmm. And so don't complain. What do you mean you're working? Like, how many people are going to say tomorrow, no more working from home? Small business, whatever.
I like how he starts his emails in the subject line. Like I probably would have had it just remote work as the subject. And then, because at that point, that's kind of but he'll, and then in the other one, to be super clear.
To be super clear. To be super clear. Yeah. Well, listen, it's possible as well, particularly amongst executives of this caliber at tech companies like this, it is possible that in some cases it's not just about pretending to do work. I'm saying in some cases, by the way. I'm not saying everybody does that. But also, what about juggling more than one job? What about doubling up? You think that ever goes on? They're working for Tesla and Ford at the same time from home? Maybe not Ford. You know what I'm saying, though? Like starting their own company on the side or...
Side hustle.
There's no monitoring going on of actual input. Right. So, and there's a lot of confidential stuff going on. What's wrong, Will?
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
Jacked, Will.
I don't think it's impossible to work from home, but I just think it's a specific type of individual and a specific type of job description where that fits well. Mm-hmm. And it's probably fewer than people think it is post-COVID. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but that's speculation. Elon Musk gets into an embarrassing fight with a video game site and then loses.
Yeah, this was trending on Twitter last night while we were filming.
Really?
For 2 days ago when we filmed. And I just wanted to bring it up because I don't know, Elon just seems to be like the meme wizard on Twitter right now. And there's a lot of praise in what he does, but with this video game site who also has a Twitter made fun of him because of him stealing their meme. Mm-hmm. And they had like a back and forth. And at the end of the day, the fact that they won and Elon got burnt really badly, it kind of just shows that he's not really invincible on Twitter. You know?
Well,
as like a meme god.
Meme culture is really weird. There's like unwritten rules about it. Mm-hmm.
So this was the meme that was stolen by Elon, but there wasn't credit there. I think someone just cropped the image and then Elon used it. Mm-hmm. And the Twitter is called Hard Drive. I guess that's the game company name. And they had like a back and forth. And then Elon had like a SNL thing. He said, less funny than SNL on a bad day. This can make a drunk person sober. Try harder.
Jeez.
And then they came back with, it's not even here. But, it's not here.
Will, explain Twitter to people, how it works, how threads work. Yeah, listen, I mean, I remember stories like this long before Elon.
Yeah.
You had Instagram accounts where the discussion over the origin of memes, giving credit for memes. I mean, memes are inherently viral. They proliferate through the internet. And sometimes it's hard to even know the origin. Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody grabs a meme from somewhere and like you do see credit happen from time to time, but not on Elon's account.
No, he actually likes the idea of having memes just completely anonymous.
Like no credit.
No author, nothing.
Well, it works well for him because then he can just grab from the bucket of ideas and redistribute to a really large audience. But if you recall, around the time of the Fat Jewish on Instagram, like people were upset. People did not like that. They're like, it's like stealing a joke. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, you have people that think of the same joke or a similar type of joke, and then you add social media to the mix, and it makes sharing things instantaneous, simple, and it's inevitable that stuff is going to cross over. Mm-hmm. But the fact that this hard drive account followed up.
Well, yeah, because then you get, anyone anti-Elon was then going hard at it, promoting it. And, it kind of
Oh,
blew
yeah.
up. But-
Social media.
Well, Elon claimed that he just grabbed it, not knowing. I guess someone had.
Or doesn't care.
Well,
Like, there's obviously credit to be made, but I think his value of sharing memes is the fact that it shouldn't be like this credit system. It should just be like a mind meld of.
Yeah, I
funny
mean,
jokes.
I think that works to a point, and then you have somebody with reach like he does, and like if everybody, it's
well, hold on.
It's somehow
Does anyone make money off memes right now? Like, can you actually make money? But
well, sure
in
you
what?
could.
Well, no, but
You build up a big following, and then in between your hottest memes that are your content, you would have advertising. It's like anything else.
Well, but that.
You're gathering eyeballs together, and then at some point you'll monetize them, figure out how to monetize them. There are accounts that have done this. It is hard. I'll agree to that. It is hard. But to think that,
If you go up,
like, the trouble is the scale, right? If it was somebody stealing their meme and they weren't broadcasting it to 100 million people, it'd be a different story. But the fact that it goes out to so many people.
The meme is the top one on the top left. So that's the one he posted.
Oh, they look identical.
So yeah, he posted the top one. So then they were saying, "Oh, you cropped out."
Like the actual link.
Yeah, like the article portion or whatever they had, and
Yeah.
And then he goes, also, this is only a 6. Okay, so here was his initial reply. Well, if you make something that looks like a meme and someone, not me, crops off your name, so it goes. Also, this is only a 6 out of 10 meme, so maybe step down from that high horse. The selfless art of anonymous meme creators is something to be admired. Yeah, but imagine, like, at some point, the credit associated with the personality or the brand does matter, because that's how the career is based. Just like his own reputation matters, right? Like, there's value associated with someone's ability to create funny things. There's an ability to generate an income from that. Even himself. I mean, he's obviously out doing other things and making cars, and I don't think that this is all that fundamental or core to his being, and I do like the idea of free-flowing memes.
well, someone had made a meme out of a picture they had done to go with their story. So I mean, it wasn't even really a meme. Like, their purpose for being public with it wasn't really.
Yeah, and I mean, I see Daniel commenting in the chat. He says it's a site like The Onion, and all that happened here was that the website itself was cropped out, but not the headline. But then when you start to think about a satirical website with it gets even deeper, with a fake story about, you know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing is already so slippery to begin with.
So someone did actually take the title for their.
Yeah, they took
And
the
then
title from the
retyped
article.
it
So
on
if you would have clicked on the article, they would have got ad revenue.
Yeah.
And that's how they operate. I mean, it's different, definitely different than going to a meme account and stealing their best memes and then just posting them. It's definitely different than that. It would be like you, Vin, going to, maybe it'd be less memey, but if you went to some story with a funny headline about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp's case, which was news. Now, the difference is, in that case, they didn't create it. It's news for everybody to play with, but you cropped out the CNN aspect, and it just said Johnny Depp says whatever, and then the photo. No one would see anything wrong with that. They'd be like, okay, well, so what? But it's the fact that in this case, this is a creative, something that's been generated creatively in order to be funny and is satirical. Now, that's a strange gray area.
Well, hold on. Is that an actual?
Yes,
Article?
it's an article,
Yeah.
Vin. Yes, absolutely.
But is that true? Is that an actual true thing? Like it?
Yes. No, it's not a true. It's a satirical website. That's what I just said. It's like The Onion.
You gotta click it to find
It's
out.
meant to be funny.
What is hard drive? Like, what do they do?
They're a satirical website like The Onion.
About video games or anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, Gamer tells everyone how small her ex's monitor was. So there, you're a fan now. It's
Got you, Vin.
it's just a joke, right? Will got wrapped up a few times in these sites.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, all sites
Was
are
it
like
Babylon
this.
B?
Maybe in the future, all sites are just
I got burned.
satirical.
Well, hold. Is that disinformation?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, Babylon got shut down, didn't they? They did.
Oh, I'm back now.
But does it have to do with politics? Can it be video games?
Shout out Feeder
know?
Brian. No, I'm sure
Video
if somebody,
game
dude, I'm sure if
disinformation.
somebody's offended enough, they could utilize or engage the fake information button. For sure, they couldn't they? I don't know. I'm not suggesting they do, but
I'll take a look at this after. What do they got going for Maverick?
oh, that's a Navy recruitment. They're recruiting you to join the Navy, but they're joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it works better on Twitter, some of those things, those headlines. Once you've clicked through, you're reading the whole, once you know that it's a fake story and then you're still reading the paragraphs, I don't know. I guess it's entertainment, it's fiction, right? But it's loosely based in reality, so some people find it to be quite compelling.
but it's also witty. There's a lot of inside
wit,
jokes.
well,
in
wit is
there.
the whole point of it, really.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's
they fire
entertainment.
back with, well, you're the expert on SNL's bad days.
That's what I was trying to find.
And then he's dressed up as Wario, and then he didn't reply to that. So that's when
He didn't, no.
So that is the dunking on that people were talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how big of a dunk that is. I don't.
It's not. Although Elon, throughout this whole ordeal, you get some insight into his meme rating. I wouldn't mind seeing his.
Oh yeah, he did end off the day. Sorry, Vin.
Yeah.
He did end the day with this. Am I being tested again? Is this one of your hardest battles? And then Jesus is just like, you literally need to put your phone down and go outside.
Yeah, this
Because
one's
of
pretty
that.
good. I like this one. Look how red the eyes are on the left. Yeah, I don't mind.
Well,
You know
it
what?
is true though.
If you were to have ever asked me what, like 10 years ago, what all of this looks like, I mean, it, like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Go ahead. Yeah, that's a chaotic endeavor, that entire subject.
Yeah.
Apple is reportedly moving some iPad production from China to Vietnam, shifting for the first time. I know they do some stuff in Vietnam. What is it, the watch? I can't remember. Anyway, I guess the iPad has been primarily China up until now. Apple is reported to be interested in moving at least some iPad production to Vietnam since January 2021. But supply chain issues over the past year are said to have delayed the move. Now, the supply chain disruption caused by lockdown measures in China is reported to have hastened Apple's desire to move some production out of the country. China's BYD, one of the leading iPad assemblers, has purportedly assisted Apple in setting up new iPad production lines in Vietnam. The iPad will become Apple's second major product line to be manufactured following AirPods. That's right. So they do a test with AirPods. They're like, we'll try out the AirPods over here at this factory. Oh, everything seems to be going well.
Mm-hmm.
Now you move on. You've upgraded to they're like the mob. To like, you're ready for racketeering.
Tier 3.
Yeah,
Let's go.
exactly. It's just a video game. According to the report, Apple hopes that its suppliers are able to manufacture enough additional components in the coming months to fully offset the setbacks in China. Yeah, China's been slow to recover from all everything going on over there. And I guess Apple sits there and looks at it and goes, man, we're a little too. I mean, we talked about this before.
Yeah, just need to distribute.
Yeah, diversify, gives them more flexibility. They can move stuff and contracts and things around, and supply chain mastery. Tim Cook. The Apple Watch might be getting a camera. Apple's latest patent indicates that the wrist cameras are a thing. That's Dick Tracy style. It's interesting that they never had it. But I remember people feeling a little uneasy about the idea of a hidden camera on your wrist, like how people might use it. Never mind all the negative attention around things like AirTags. Now you have pervert accusations of the wrist camera. The thing about I guess they could have it make a noise or something if the thing's going off. I don't know. The thing about patents is that even when they're quietly filed, they eventually get exposed, especially if they're Apple patents. Well, we know that. You like that line or what?
I'm just if you're sitting with someone and then you're talking and then
it's not
on their watch a light turns on.
Yeah.
During the conversation.
I know.
Mid-conversation.
It would make it so easy to just record. I mean, I guess you can do it with your phone, but the watch is so.
Well, then you have to say, I think,
always exposed.
I think your camera's on, and
then they're like, what?
Yeah, no such thing.
It must be broken.
I'm not even wearing a watch.
It must be broken. Imagine using the Apple Watch itself to snap a photo. Different concept from how some smartwatches do cameras now, where they allow you to use the wearable as a camera remote of sorts for your smartphone. As revealed in the patent, Apple has been researching how to fit a camera into the Apple Watch's actual chassis. The idea would be to point your wrist out and let the watch camera take the shot rather than reaching into your bag or pocket for a phone. I mean, it's a nice idea in a moment where you're trying to be speedy and something cool is happening. But if you remember just like how nervous people got around early first generation Google Glass and stuff like that, I don't know. I don't know. And then the camera quality is going to be trash compared to your phone as well, right? So it's a limited functionality and all kinds of potential problems from a PR perspective. So it could just be that they're interested in developing this hardware. They want to get the patent in there, but I don't know if it'll ever actually exist. The newest Apple Museum claims to be the biggest and most complete with 1,600 exhibits. I didn't even know there were that many Apple museums, but I guess it makes sense because there's so many collections of historic Apple devices. People have sent me in the past. I think there's a guy in Kitchener who was emailing me back in the day. He had a crazy collection. He sent me photos. I don't know if he wanted to do a museum or I think he just wanted me to check it out, but he had I don't know, probably 100 to 150 items.
That's a lot.
Yeah, iPods and all pristine condition, all the different computers and such. This one is called Apple Museum of Poland. It's now open, boasting to be the biggest and most complete collection in the world with over 1,600 exhibits. The museum is a result of years of dedication from Polish collector and architect Jacek Lupina and spans the company's 46-year history. Shout out Brevin. The Apple Museum, located in a former metalworking factory in Warsaw, features a replica of the Apple I at its entrance. Released in 1976, the Apple I was the first personal computer that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak sold. Additionally, the motherboard of the museum's Apple I replica includes a signature from Steve Wozniak. Well, now that you have a museum, you got to start collecting like crazy and just be all over eBay, anything that comes up. Mm-hmm. He might want the bent iPhone from Bendgate, Vin.
I was looking
or that'd be too much for the museum. He just couldn't take it.
Wow.
It hurts too much to see that moment.
Would
Cool.
you guys go?
I mean,
they say how much tickets are?
$5.
Did they say that?
No, they didn't say that. I don't know.
But if it's $15,
$15.
it's a museum.
Well, I mean, if I'm
15, I'm fine. Anything over 30.
Well, first you got to get to Warsaw. That's the thing.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll cost you more than the cost of entry into the museum.
Uh-oh.
You can now buy. Because it's Vin. He needs this now. You can now buy a 21,000 milliamp hour smartphone. But should you? The Alcatel WP19 is more like a power bank. With that, which one did you have, Vin? You had something
10,000.
like that. It was a 10,000,
okay.
and it was a weapon. The thing was an absolute weapon. It was dangerous. It was concealed carry.
It would take me. Wow, this was, a while ago. It would take me. Almost a day to charge, and I'd have to. I don't.
This was Vin's phone.
Oh,
Here,
yeah,
look at the bull on the back. What happened? Was it too slow or just too much of a brick? What was the...
No, I gave it a go for an hour.
An hour?
No, a year.
A year.
There's a big difference between an hour and a year.
Eventually, it completely died.
What do you mean died? Died how? It wouldn't turn on?
Yeah, I forget exactly what happened.
Okay.
It just died. I've never had a phone completely go, but it went.
All right, so are you picking this one up then? The 21,000 milliamp. I mean, this is double your last one. The phone is going to set you back $744.
What are the...
The company promises the WP19 can last for a week with its battery, but also says you can expect 36 hours of video playback, 123 hours of music, 122 hours of calls, and 2,252 hours on standby, or just over 3 months. Anyway, they think you're going to use it a week without charging it. That's kind of compelling, Vin. Come on, you're not plugging it in. You're ready for it. It's a bit of a brick, though. Bit of a tank. Bit of a weapon. Are you ready for that?
No,
Super
I can't.
thick.
I can't.
You're not doing it.
The pocket. It's a problem in the pocket.
It's so thick.
The weight is the killer part. It's just weighing. The pants are falling down. You can't wear shorts. Staying with the design, the phone is equipped with IP68 water and dust resistance and mil standard 810G rating. Side fingerprint scanner. Oddly enough, the device still has a slight camera hump. It's not fat enough. You have a camera hump. MediaTek Helio G95 4G, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 storage, and a 6.78 inch FHD plus 90 hertz LCD panel. Not picking it up, Vin, picking it up. We can do it. We can pick it up for the show, I guess.
How long to charge it? They don't...
Yeah, it doesn't say
It's got to be
fast
faster
charge.
than it was in your day. You had micro USB back then, Vin.
I know.
This is going to be faster than that, but I don't know how fast.
4 hours?
He just goes...
Like a caveman.
You know why you're doing that is because you kind of feel like you need it.
Yeah.
That's why.
I think you should try
You
it.
kind of feel like you need it.
We'll get it for you.
I think you kind of feel like you need it, Vin.
They don't say the weight either.
2 pounds.
No.
Apparently, Brevin has rolled his car, and there's an update. The car's on its side. I ordered a Tacoma to offset things.
Oh, okay.
Glad you sorted that out, Brevin. We appreciate your support in this.
Are you okay?
We appreciate your support in this unusual time. Okay. So, yeah, we'll pick it up. We'll do a video. No problem. 21,000 milliamp hour phone. Slack adds audio name pronunciations to user profiles. Users can record. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't, it's not for us, but I can see how this can be helpful in big teams that don't know each other.
Why
very
is it
much.
not for us, Will? You don't know how to pronounce my name.
It's not Lou?
My last name.
I know.
He goes, I know.
I thought you were trying to trick me there.
No, but you can imagine, you're right. Once you get to 20, 30 employees, there's all types of names in there. And the person could get irritated. Like, what happened? When Mo first started here, he was calling Kirk Kurt. Remember that?
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, there he is. There's Mo. Mo, come on down. The price is right, Mo. The price is right. Come on down. Anyway, he was calling him Kurt, and it was a huge problem. Like, they couldn't even be friends. It was a huge dispute. I had to sort it out.
Okay.
I had to get in it.
How long did this last?
Way too long.
Is
And
this?
No one told him?
And then the other shout out DJ Medusa. Thank you so much.
Mo
Appreciate
can come
it.
down and clarify.
He's going to
things.
come down and
I
clarify.
don't believe.
Well,
everything
here.
I'm
Let me go a
hearing,
step further
but
on this. So just to stay with Kirk for a second. So Mo goes with Kurt, and then the next thing that happens is that Kirk is getting picked up by the Uber, and they roll down. They go, "You Crick." I'm here to pick up Crick, or they're dropping off the food or whatever it was. So he was Kurt and Crick, but not Kirk, and he was very upset about it.
Yeah.
He's been Crick for a while now.
Yeah, and then now obviously the joke is Crick, but
how long?
Jiminy Cricket.
Really? Anything or no?
Oh
Calling.
no, he's
Kirk,
turning your mic on, Mo.
This is on?
He's turning it on for you right now. Look at him. He's got a fader going and everything,
Wanna try it?
and you have an iced coffee and everything, and a backpack and. What's going on? You just needed to hear your name in order to come down here. That's all you needed to hear. There he is.
I
Oh,
have headphones, but I can hear you.
well, you know the microphone distance, so you don't need any headphones. There you go.
Ooh, little wobbly.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't you worry. Not one
What
bit.
up, guys?
So, can you explain this?
No, Lou claims that you were calling Kirk.
I was.
For how long? Like a week?
Kurt.
No, he was pretty quick to.
Yeah.
He-
I don't think it was a week. But
No, it was like 2 days, and he was like,
No,
"What are
but you
calling me?"
could have avoided the whole confrontation and the whole violence
Oh, with
if you would have had this audio name pronunciations.
Oh, Slack does this now?
That's right. But the thing is, we don't have enough people to really make use of it.
Yeah, I guess it's for like huge offices.
Well, have you? So what it is? I guess you record the audio of how to pronounce your name.
Oh, you do it yourself?
You do it yourself.
Okay.
And then I guess at any time I can play it back if I'm curious. I'm like, wait, how should I address this person? Have you not had the situation where somebody?
I get most names wrong.
No, not you personally, but your own name. If somebody has
yeah,
got your own name wrong,
That's why I go by Mo. Because
Right.
it's so much to do.
it's you're explaining.
I also like it, but it's just like so much to do. And most of the time they don't say it right, even after you're like,
yeah.
you're trying to get them to say it
You know
right.
what it is? It's not even that you're really offended. You're just irritated at having to explain things.
Yeah, you just don't want to do the loop again.
And so, like, I noticed this recently. My kid broke his toe, and he has to reiterate this story over and over. And I see him
Right.
die a little bit inside every time someone says, "So how did it happen?" And he's just like,
Let's rewind.
honestly, it's a little bit rude where I had to be like, you kind of have to say it.
Yeah.
But I can watch him just go, like, especially because it's a negative thing that happened,
Right.
which is maybe probably worse than the.
Makes it even harder.
I mean, it's
yeah.
not nothing against the person. They care. They're asking out of care
Absolutely.
and interest, but it's just at a certain number of times it doesn't matter what it is. So if you have one of these names that people get wrong all the time,
Yeah, you look for a shortcut.
and Kirk hates Kurt.
Yeah, I know.
He hates it because you know it's happened a lot.
Yeah.
I think Ryan did it too at one
That's
point.
his doppelganger.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And for me, it's Luke. Right?
No way.
That can happen at Starbucks or something. It doesn't
Okay.
happen very often. But if I just say Lou, then it can.
Well, I'll preemptively get it out there that you're looking at something that is a little tough here. So
With your last name.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll indicate beforehand. I mean, if you want to give it a go, give it a go.
Yeah.
We can talk about it after.
Yeah.
It looks like people want a nugget.
Oh,
update.
you got the nuggets.
No, I didn't get
Oh,
them.
you didn't get the
But I can
nuggets.
go get them.
No, I like how they said you got the nuggets, and I believe them.
Right, yeah. They actually
I'm
run
like,
the
"Damn,
production
you got
here.
the nuggets. I just thought Will, with his Discord, had people in the loop.
Have you shouted out the Discord yet?
No, he
No, I guess
didn't.
we should,
No, he
since we're talking
didn't.
Slack. Yeah, Discord is live right now.
Easy.
You guys can join the link. It's down below.
Easy.
It's in the description?
Yeah.
Is there
Okay.
community?
It's all set up.
Is community stuff going on there?
I think so. You gotta join.
No, I am. Don't worry about me. I join. I see.
Well,
I
I
join.
sent you 10 invites already.
I see and I join.
Mo's in it.
No, I
Kurt's
just.
in it.
But what about
Fotis
moderators?
is
What
in
about
it.
moderators?
It's all set up. Yeah, shout out to
There's
the
a few
people who
mods.
There's no
actually
need
set
to
it
yell
up.
at me, though.
Well, Will's been hyped about this.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Holy.
Every morning I come in and he tells me another level that's been completed in the Discord.
Oh, right. It's like he's playing a hard video game.
Yeah.
I am on the next level.
Yeah. Shout out Don Quixote. Shout out Will, another Will.
Another Will.
Yeah.
There can only be one Will. Will 2.
Kick him out.
He actually called himself Alpha Will.
He did, yeah. I think he changed his name. I originally thought Will had called himself.
Whoa. It says his username is better than Will from the show.
Yeah.
Better in every way.
Definitely designing Discord servers. He has the edge.
He's got the edge on
He got
you.
it all set up. So
Got
thank you.
the edge on you. So explain to me, what do I do when I get over there? What is my course of action once I get over there?
Well, you can first
Oh,
read
look
the
at this.
rules.
Where's
here.
Vin? Is Vin in there?
Are you nuts? What the?
Vin, get in there, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't even know what
The
any
people,
of
they
this
have
is.
questions for you. Come on. This is community stuff. You're a part of the
Did you-
community.
Oh my God, that guy changed his name that quickly. Better than Will from the show.
Shout out.
Let's go.
So yeah, you read the rules, and then there's different, panels.
That's a lot
that
of
you can
rules.
get into.
You have a lot of rules there.
No,
No, this is pretty standard.
pretty much just like be
It's all right,
respectful.
but-
You have 14. Oh, you can't buy, sell, or trade. Vin's out.
What? You just kind of like copy paste the standard
Yeah,
community. Yeah. What is the
Just
purpose
pick
of
and
this?
choose. It's just community chat.
Like basically, when the show, like we have chat here when the show is live, but
Yeah.
after that it's dead. The community can't interact around subjects, topics. People can talk about the news, go beyond what happened in the story, something that's breaking that they want us to talk about on a follow-up episode. We can interact over here.
There's memes as well.
Yeah, people can post memes that are specific to the show that we might be able to use at a later point. You can see the community growing right now, actually. Look at this.
It's great.
It's a real community atmosphere. So we
And I'll
can
be on it.
and yeah, like
on a
we can be.
regular basis.
Well, why
in
don't
tune.
you guys like actually?
see the community growing right there? Shout out the community.
Why don't you like plan something or?
Oh, we got
something
lots of
like
plans.
Little
Vin.
events on here.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something.
We got plans, Vin, but first we need you to get in there. You understand? We need you in the community. No buying, selling, or trading.
This
Vin.
is like gateway to Twitter. I don't know. I'm
No, this is private and exclusive, Vin. This is just you in with the community. Everybody knows everybody. It's no worries. It's a tight knit. Vin, I'm telling you, man.
You
He's
got
not
like
convinced.
voice chats too. People like chat with each other.
Somebody says hopefully it doesn't get too wild.
Oh, CNN.
There you go. Don Quixote just hits us up right here with the breaking news. You see, because you're watching CNN Ultra, don't forget.
Can you put poll? Like, okay, why? Well,
Look at this, man. It's flying. The memes are flying. All the stolen memes.
Elon's memes.
Elon's in here now, Vin. Get it together.
Oh yeah, it's probably the most important. Whenever we have a live show, it updates on here. Like it kind of automatically sends the tweet out.
Oh, let's go. So it's a notifier.
Yes.
So every time we're live, you just come over here. There's no chance you're going to miss out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're very
'Cause
happy.
You know our
You're
time.
so happy, Will. You're so happy.
It's a good time.
Holy, I never saw him like this before. Did you know about all this, Mo?
I knew about it, but now it's actually happening.
Did you know he was this happy, though?
I kind of
Oh,
like.
he's been jazzed all week.
All
He's
week.
been
Yeah.
really
see.
into it.
I like. I don't mind just watching people posting these and then just broadcasting that.
Well,
It could
I
get
mean,
dangerous.
Will's got to be safe right now, though.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Oh, no.
at the same time, I mean, we got moderators and stuff, but same time, I mean, we got to take it easy as well, right?
Yeah.
You saw that? Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. No, well done, Will. Shout out to both Wills. Shout out to Don Quixote. I'm in there. Don't worry, I'm in there.
Yes.
I am there.
Otis as
If
well.
I'm not here, I'm there.
Yeah. We have a new logo as well.
We have a new logo, new branding. We got what are we gonna have, Will? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna have merch? Is there gonna be
Oh yeah.
is there gonna be Lou Later merch? So like guys, don't underestimate. It's a lot going on.
We're working on it.
Yeah, shout out Boost FX. That's right. Now you can use Discord as a notification system. Now you know when the show starts. You never miss CNN Ultra. I mean, that's how simple it is.
I gotta head out, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Thanks for joining us for a moment. Oh, we really appreciate it. Okay, what else we got, Will?
Did we end off with this?
Yeah, we like the idea. We think it's a good idea.
Cool.
It's a good idea. I mean, no one's got a problem with it, right? Better pronunciation. I guess you lose a little bit of the fun in the guesswork.
Sure, yeah.
You'll never hear, like, Kirk will never be Crick again, but well, he probably will be.
We bring it back?
One of the things I noticed at Starbucks, for example, if you use the app, it never happens because they just scan it and then your name comes up and then they write it. So, and if they have to pronounce it, they see it. So
It is kind of fun to call yourself like, I don't know, Batman or something and have them write it.
at Starbucks,
Yeah.
you can't do it with the app.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves for 1 second.
Did you hear about this story, Vin? Instagram puts Amber Alerts in your feed to help find abducted children.
I think that
What do you
makes
think?
sense.
Do you get annoyed about the notifications?
I don't. I know lots of people that do though.
Oh.
I mean, well, if they happen late at night.
Oh. Well,
Although I don't know if there's a system to really deal with that. I think
guess-
it's just whenever it happens, it
yeah,
happens.
it has to be annoying. It has to be in your face, right?
Well, phone will go, TV will go. I guess that's it. But the sometimes it's back to back or multiple times. I mean, for me, I don't have an Instagram account, so I'm,
But do you want to see it in other apps that you use? Maybe on YouTube or something? Can you imagine watching a video?
What are we talking about here? Oh, Amber Alerts.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's
I feel
really,
like they kind of scaled them back a little bit because I remember not that long ago in the middle of the night, like I almost had an anxiety attack. What was going off near my head,
it's the late night ones that are bad.
and there's nothing you could do about it. And it's like, well, you heard about the kid who had the AirPods in, blew his ears out. So what is the proposal here?
They're going to put it directly into the feed.
On Facebook?
Uh-huh.
Or, well, no, Facebook added the feature in 2015.
Not Facebook,
It's Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's better than, you're talking just like a person missing type of, you scroll past like the milk carton scenario?
I believe so, yeah.
The one thing you do get here is the picture,
Yes.
which in TV and phone you don't get.
Yeah. And they can do it by region, right? Where the person went missing or has been abducted, it would be in that region. So they could, because they know your geo.
Yeah.
If Apple lets them, or if you let them. I think it's good. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I know you
Is
can
there anything bad about it?
Wow.
Maybe the frequency?
They got to figure out the frequency, but I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's a ton of Amber Alerts. If you think about how often you get one on your phone. Shout out, Dennis. Appreciate it. But I don't know. You can imagine, Will, if this was a situation that affected you personally, you would want this stuff blasted out as many places as possible. As many places. And right now, I guess they use the SMS system. But Instagram, on the other hand, you wouldn't need to have a SIM. You wouldn't need to have a data account.
Yeah, I
you
think
could be on Wi-Fi only.
it's a good point that Vin pointed out was the picture. Because imagine like it could be used on other apps like YouTube or something. You're watching a show or like a YouTube video, and then it kind of pops up like an ad.
They would need a way to auto generate it, right? Because how are you producing video? I guess it's just a still image, but I feel like people have figured out how to tune that out. Somebody's asking, Will, is there a section for clips in the Discord? Not necessarily news stories that we want to hear you discuss, or does it just go in the news story section?
Clips?
If they made their own clips, I don't know.
Okay.
You'll consider. Will consider.
Okay, sure.
Instagram says the feature will be available in Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Bulgaria, Canada, Ecuador, Greece, Guatemala, Ireland, Jamaica, Korea, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Malta, Mexico, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Romania, South Africa, Taiwan, Ukraine, the UK, UAE, and the US. It's a lot of countries.
Cool.
You may see this pop up in your feed sometime soon. I don't know if people are even looking at the feed anymore because it seems like it's all about reels and whatever else. But anyway.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to take a break?
Yes, I forgot about that. Let's do the break right now. We'll be right back. Today's sponsor, Masterclass. Look at the headline there. They changed the world. Now you. You're next. Now you. And it's in like red. So you better get to it.
Very urgent.
You've probably heard about Masterclass at this point. This is the place where you're going to learn from the masters, hence the name Masterclass. Once upon a time, like this would have been a dream come true decades ago. You'd be like, how am I gonna talk to Martin Scorsese? How am I gonna learn his craft?
Right.
Well, you can't. They're like, go sign up to some crappy school and some dude who wanted to be Martin Scorsese but never made it. He'll teach you instead.
Wow.
No. You go right to Martin Scorsese over here on Masterclass, and he breaks it down for you. In most cases, it's like 20 episodes, but it's a wide variety, by the way, of experts. And you yourself are almost a master of masterclasses. And I didn't know this until moments ago.
No, I enjoy it. I do learn some things, but I sometimes use it as just entertainment. My favorite is actually this one, Gordon Ramsay. I like his cooking at home thing.
Is it true, Mo, that great minds think alike?
Oh, yeah, it is. Are you saying that I'm equivalent to Gordon Ramsay after taking this class?
I'm not saying anything. I was just curious about that saying, what your feelings were on it. So anyway, he taught you how to make the best scrambled eggs ever, and you still, to this day, you're making those scrambled eggs.
Yeah. Explain to you step by step. Also, you have access to ask him questions. You can like write a question, and then at some point, he gets to responding to them.
So you can see here in this case, 13 video lessons, 4 hours, 14 minutes for the entire course. And it's actually a variety of different dishes that you can make to elevate your game. You can take as much or as little from it as you want. As you said, maybe just some ingredients that are probably not going to be in your fridge, but different techniques you pull from it that then end up staying as a tactic for you in the future. Very cool. Masterclass. Check it out.
Get unlimited access to every masterclass. And as a Lou Later listener, you can get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Lou Later. That's masterclass.com/Lou Later for 15% off Masterclass.
We're also sponsored by Sunday, getsunday.com. This is, well, it's time to take care of your lawn. It's that time of year. Mo, you know, the grass is sprouting. It's green. You want to keep it green. And then the sun starts to hit it.
Right.
And can do damage to it. And you got, what do you have? You have weeds. You might have pests, things like this. But you don't know where to start. Because you're like, what do I do with this lawn?
It's a lot of questions.
And so that's where this comes in. GetSunday.com. They're going to give you the backyard essentials shipped to your door. But it's going to be in a kit that you can understand. So you don't need to become an expert. You don't need to go into the whatever store you might go into, Mo, and you don't even know what to pick, right?
Looks like I might learn something here.
You're going to learn something here. You get the free soil analysis. So their lawn engine combines satellite mapping and local climate data with the results of your personal soil sample. Then you get a custom lawn plan with step-by-step instructions, which is specific to your climate. Even if you have no expertise, no history with taking care of the lawn, you're just like, I don't know, it's my lawn. Well, guess what? Your lawn can become the lawn. It could be the envy of the entire street. They'd be like, what's he doing over there?
Yeah.
And then you can walk over to them.
You're like, I'm testing my soil.
You go over to them and you say, getsunday.com.
Your yard is your personal oasis. It deserves the best. Sunday helps you grow a beautiful lawn, control pests, and fight weeds without the toxic stuff. Sunday's lawn care products are made with your family in mind. That's why they use ingredients you can feel good about, like seaweed, iron, and molasses. And Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off. Full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off when you visit getsunday.com/lulater at checkout. That's 20% off your first custom plan at sunday.com/lulater. Go check it out. And we're back.
Oh, hey, we're back. How about that lawn care stuff, Vin?
Right up your alley.
I would
right?
say I caught it late though. I didn't get all the details.
Oh, really? Where were you zoning? You're having a little break yourself?
No, I was listening, but
Yeah.
I didn't know who's doing the lawn care.
Well, you
Like they
are
were-
as a DIY, but what it is, you send a sample of your soil as well as your coordinates, and then the lawn care regimen that's sent back to you, shipped to you, is relative to your climate and the attributes of your particular soil. So like you can't screw it up. It comes in a box, all the stuff that can give you a beautifully green lawn. What do you say? Give it a shot?
Anti-weed, anti-pest.
Oh yeah. We got you covered.
And I know one of the local ones around here, Nutrilon.
What are you doing? You're shouting out somebody else? Yeah. What are you doing? No,
Well, no, it
this
was-
is a whole new
it was-
concept. It's all online, Vin.
No. Well, I'm just talking in terms of pesticide-free lawn care.
Tesla Cybertruck massive die casting press revealed in new video. What, they got a new one? I remember looking at this one. Remember, it was like it looked like they're making a giant Hot Wheels. Well, maybe
but
this
this
is
one's
a new
inside.
one. Inside, you're right. It used to be outside and caught on fire at one time, didn't it?
Yeah.
This is Idra Group, a 9,000-ton die casting press, the largest in the world. Good Lord. So much power. Where is it? Built in Italy? Go back up to the top there. Musk said his aim is to build vehicles the same way die-cast toys are produced. To reduce costs and speed up the process, the latest Tesla Model 3 and Model Y use a similar design, which is manufactured using a 6,000-ton press built by Italy's Idra Group that the company boasts is the largest high-pressure die-casting machine in use. But it won't be for long because they got this new 9,000-ton. They're calling it the Giga Press. Get pressed in the Giga Press. However, Musk confirmed on Twitter that the press is for the Cybertruck body in response to a post featuring video of the press being assembled. Imagine your Cybertruck just gets squished in there, just gets pressed out.
They should do a live stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or just
Being on the Tesla app.
fly a drone around it, 360. Yeah.
Very cool.
Musk had previously said the Cybertruck would require an 8,000-ton press, but the vehicle's design has since been updated. Hence the 9,000-ton press. Insane.
go.
Imagine that YouTube channel, just a live stream of that thing pressing all
That
day.
is so cool.
Yeah, you'd tune in, Will.
It tells you whose car is being built.
You'd be a concurrent.
Oh, definitely.
You'd be a concurrent. Cool. A Buick is rebranding as an electric-only automaker. The automaker released a new concept car as a prelude to its all-electric future. Interesting. Buick. When you think about the target market for Buick, remember they had the Tiger Woods thing going on and different age groups and such, different demos. I don't know if everybody's ready for electric, but Buick is ready to go all electric. And I guess a lot of other automakers had said at some point they'll be doing that in the future. I guess Buick just wants to get out in front of it and look at this concept car.
Just says Buick.
Yeah. Well, no, they got the photo from Buick.
Oh, yeah.
The photo credit, probably from the website. Buick, the iconic American automaker owned by General Motors, announced a raft of major changes meant to underscore its shift to electric vehicles. Company says it will release the first EV for the North American market in 2024 and will only sell electric vehicles by the end of the decade. End of the decade. Wow. I mean, any automaker could say by the end of the decade. Mm-hmm. No? Its future EVs will bear the name Electra. In a nod to the company's past, it's unveiling a new concept car, the Wildcat. that's meant to tease its all-electric future, and it's even updating its Tri-Shield logo, doing away with the circular design for a body-mounted will scroll too fast.
I want to see it.
Horizontal display to emphasize its brand transformation. Go ahead. I only needed a couple more words. Oh, I like it.
That's nice.
I like it. It's very electric. Yeah. Much better.
And American.
Also American. You know, the funny thing about that is like blue, red, and white just looks good anyway. It's a good color combo.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the design of the car? Huge rims. The concept cars always have the biggest rims.
Uh-huh.
Just huge chrome dinner plates.
Chrome.
Often chrome.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's all pretty nice.
So it's a 2-door, but it's got to be a 4-seater. Why does every car have to be so fast? Even Buicks. Like, have Buicks ever been fast? I'm curious. And maybe this isn't fast. Maybe it just looks fast. But I presume it's fast.
Oh,
Seems like it would be
look
fast.
at the headrest.
All the shapes are fast. Yeah, I guess because Cadillac has gone fast. Buick goes fast. Well, who's the competitor for Buick? You don't see many. I don't see many Buicks recently.
Oldsmobile.
No, they don't make those anymore. Imagine calling it Oldsmobile. oh man. And then old people actually liking it. It's like, is that on purpose? What's the history of Oldsmobile? It must be somebody or some place. There it is. Oldsmobile division. It's some guy, right? Oh yeah. Ransom E. Olds. Look at that name. That's the name of the founder. Yeah. Defunct 18 years ago. Founded 124 years ago. It's crazy. General Motors, just all the different car companies that came up just became part of it. I mean, it doesn't exist anymore, right? But look at those things. I mean, everybody remembers some of these, right? At least in North America. You've seen it. I remember the station wagon, the Oldsmobile station wagon.
The Cutlass Supreme.
Yeah, the Cutlass. Damn, you find one of those nowadays?
They look cool.
And then unfortunately, the one on the left there. Although, will that become cool at any point? No, the one that looks beat up, like the one you definitely remember. I wonder if that ever becomes cool at some point. Look at those shapes. What do you think? Can we do
Restoration.
Yeah, can
Well,
we?
all
Yeah.
of it's well, there should be a movement for electric vehicles.
You know what? When I see that 5 Forgotten Oldsmobile, like that kind of looks cool. I don't know. Right there.
Where? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Could that shape become cool at some point in the future? Probably, man.
Maybe.
yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the thing about these shapes is that you give it enough time and then it's cool again. Inevitably. It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, shout out Oldsmobile, shout out Buick, your new rebrand, your new EV. Volvo is going to use Epic's Unreal Engine to create photorealistic graphics in its electric cars. Oh, we talked about this movement.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Epic themselves, right? We watched a video one time, them explaining the advantages of working together on in-car systems. It's great. Volvo take them up on it. New partnership to enable better, less distracting HMI. What does HMI stand for? Head-mounted infotainment? I don't know. I'm just talking. Maybe. Volvo will be the latest automaker to tap into the graphical prowess of Epic Games' Unreal Engine. Shout out Beef BMX. Appreciate the kind words. The crux of the Volvo Epic partnership will be the human-machine interface. Oh, there's HMI for you. I'm glad they did that because it could have just lived forever the way I said it.
Uh-huh.
Which in the context of vehicle ownership is another way to describe the way the car owners interact with their vehicle software. Volvo says that Epic will help build a platform on which the automaker's engineers can design software that will help improve the HMI while also maintaining levels of safety that Volvo has staked much of its reputation on. This technology gives us the capability to create responsive, really high-quality visuals that we can play with and layer in information, create realistic representations when needed, all of those kinds of things, said Thomas Stovacek, the head of user experience of Volvo Cars. So it's really about creating the next generation of HMI for our customers. Look how seamless that display is. No bezel, unreal,
It almost looks like paper.
nav.
Like there's no gloss.
It's cool, man. I'll
Very
take
cool.
it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I'll definitely take it. And here's the thing. I would love to see these units move towards a performance and a status that's more commensurate with what we experience on our TVs and on our smartphones. Right? We have very high expectations in those departments when it comes to gaming, comes to our computers, comes to our game consoles, comes to our smartphones. But yet in the car, maybe less responsive, maybe less rich when it comes to multimedia. Maybe some fonts are a little off. Maybe, I don't know if you've ever seen this stuff, Will, but it's...
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do.
It's so...
They haven't gotten it right yet. The UX and the UI of infotainments.
Infotainment. HMI.
There you go.
Well, anyway, maybe Volvo and Epic will figure it out with Unreal. I wonder if they'll have a partnership in the Apple car.
Maybe.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Will. Shout out Pixelmite. Facebook and Instagram's parent company will change its stock ticker to Meta on June 9th. That'll be the end. That'll be the real RIP Facebook. We talked about Sheryl Sandberg leaving the company. Maybe, I don't know what effect this will have on the stock when the ticker changes to Meta. From social networking to social technology, the description, moving ever closer to this metaverse, virtual existence. So here we go. Its NASDAQ listing would transition to MVRS for Metaverse. However, after the investment fund listed under Meta vacated the symbol in January, Meta Platforms quickly confirmed that it would use Meta instead, while at the same time announcing its first drop in daily active users. Meta vacated the symbol in January, the previous Meta, which was an investment fund. What do you think? Mark went and talked to them or what? He goes over there, he goes, do me a favor, vacate this symbol real quick. Now it has filed the paperwork saying the shift will become official before the market opens June 9th. Right now, people still think of Meta as the home of Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, but the plan is to make it into much more than those social media mainstays. Changing the company's name hasn't been enough for all investors to buy into Mark Zuckerberg's vision. Their patience is particularly short given the combination of headwinds, competitors, regulators, and a pandemic-stricken economy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happens for Meta. Headsets, VR, rapid pace towards immersive VR experiences. Guys like Vin looking for full immersion. What do you think, Will? Our lifetime or what?
Yeah, he didn't try Half-Life Alex.
Who, this guy?
Yeah,
Vin?
I'm kind of disappointed.
What happened? He just said no to you?
I think the timing was not right.
Wow. What are you going to do about it?
I might bring it back.
What was wrong with the timing? I don't
I
understand.
looked at some other systems after Will. You can get there's $5,000, $10,000 VR.
What happened?
Headsets.
What happened here? You you proposed to do the thing.
No, I set it up for him,
Okay, and
and nothing came out of it.
Well, I think it wasn't working or something, no?
No, it was working.
Oh, well.
I can bring it back. It's not a big deal.
wow, Vin, you got to open up a little bit here. You shut him down. He set everything up.
No, there was no shutdown. Wait.
Yeah, there's no shutdown.
You can't. He
Very
brought everything in. He
dramatic.
set it all up for you.
Well, I can set it.
I don't know what'll happen. I
Shouldn't
might
take too long.
throw up or who knows.
Fine, we'll do it here on the. We'll do it live. Whatever happens, happens. We
That would
deal.
suck.
We deal with it. He's
Vomit
not
in
gonna.
the
He's
middle
not
of the-
throwing. He's not throwing up. Don't worry.
Who knows? The older it's like roller coasters or rides or any.
Vin, you're
you
not
get-
that old though. That's the thing. You're not as old as you pretend
Well,
to be.
you can take off the headset anytime you want.
Yeah. Did you notice that in the community you became Veen? Have you noticed? Are you aware of that? They love the VEEN is how they spell your name.
Where are you seeing that?
All over the chat. Wait till you see it pop up.
Wow.
How do you feel about it? Are you in support of it? Do you denounce it? See, there you go.
Doesn't matter.
User named Milky Nectar enjoys the name Veen.
Who brought it up the first time?
No, and the whole way it started wasn't even great.
Veen.
It wasn't.
How do you know? You remember this?
What a way to mobilize the community.
You wait a second.
Now it's all Veen.
There's an actual moment of Veen? I don't recall.
Yeah, there was someone
Yeah.
that spelt it incorrectly,
Yeah.
and then you said something.
I would never
and
say
then-
anything. I've never said anything.
Well,
Look, Vlad just did a $5 super chat just so he could say, go ahead, Veen. Veen. Who's Veen? Veen Diesel.
I saw a video
Yeah.
on YouTube. They had, I think the whole thing was off, but
Yeah.
it was ranking top 100 actors worth. Diesel's up there. I think he was top
Really?
10. Oh, I think they had him at 100 and
Yeah, well, we all know
107.
like, they're on Fast and Furious 1200. They keep going back for more. Fast and the Furious is like a YouTube channel. They just keep uploading new
Oh,
episodes.
yeah, you're right. Look at this guy.
Veen Diesel coming in at number 5.
this list is quite different than what
But he's up
I
there.
thought. Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. He's up
You're
there,
not
yeah.
buying it, Vin.
I knew something was up with the list I was seeing.
Best paid actors worldwide 2020 annual income. What has Jackie Chan? What did he do in 2020?
It doesn't. There's stuff going on.
I don't remember.
No,
I can't remember. Did I miss it?
not here. Probably.
Who's this?
That's the Broadway play.
Oh,
That's a Broadway play.
He started. What the heck was it?
He was in
Hamilton.
He did an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's how I learned about him. But yeah, Hamilton.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
But he's acting a lot now, like in movies and stuff.
yeah.
Varjo's enthusiast grade VR headset is getting a brain computer interface. Finn,
Well, there.
here we go.
This might have been one of them I
This
saw.
is what it is.
Yeah.
This is what you need.
are you impressed?
Capturing data from brain, eyes, heart, skin, and muscles. Just what we need. Update. They've tapped Valve and eye tracking firm Tobii as product partners. Holy cow, it appears to be priced $22,500. Wow. This or a car? I guess if you're in full immersion, you can get all the virtual cars you want. So it doesn't matter. You just go for this. Oh, by the way, I was meaning to ask you, Vin, what do you think the world record is for chicken nuggets eaten in 1 minute? The world record. Guinness World Record. Chicken nuggets, 1 minute.
I mean, if you're doing,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, can you go faster than 1 a second? Probably not.
Go ahead, Vin.
I mean, if someone was claiming more than 1 a second, isn't that a?
Well, it's not claiming. I mean, Guinness was there. Like, there's a video clip. You can see it happen. Question is, what do you think?
You gotta. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
40.
Yes,
40.
he goes 40, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's a valid guess.
But can he do the record?
Can you break the record? How many can you do? Let's just get the record out of the way and just say, how many chicken nuggets can you eat in a minute? You're allowed to have water too.
There's not enough time for water. You gotta.
I think you might
Were
need
they
it.
pre-soaked?
No,
No.
they're not pre-soaked.
right from the box.
How many could I do comfortably?
Not comfortably, if you're trying to set the world record. Chicken nuggets. 1 minute. 1, 2,
25.
3. 25, you would have the world record.
Oh, come on.
Dude, you would. Oh, look, DJ Medusa says, I have the Varjo XR3. The clarity's insane. Way better than Pixmax 8KX. Main thing lacking, though, is field of view.
This guy bought it for $20K.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Medusa.
there we have some insight, courtesy of the community.
Yeah.
And therefore, maybe it is the immersion we're looking for.
Yeah, we should get this.
Yeah.
Be kind of cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Here are some specs as well.
7.8 megapixels per eye. 90 hertz refresh. 134-degree diagonal. Field of view, 115 horizontal. Okay.
Well, then what are you doing on it? Well, like what is there? Are there other like they wouldn't? What would be their preferred content on these to display or showcase their potential?
I think gaming would be pretty big. Or like even like a virtual world with high resolution. I think there's something with the Quest where it's very low resolution that takes you out of the immersion.
So even playing Alex on these, like you're saying that's or no?
You could, yeah. I think it'll be very enticing. Yeah, we should set it up.
Okay, let's do it. Absolutely. All right, Will, one more. What do you got for me?
You gotta go?
One more. Take your pick. Only the best.
Oh, this is hard.
And get one that Vin's going to like as well.
No, you don't have to. do that.
Get a nice fun a nice fun Vin take on the way out here. Go ahead.
I don't remember, did we ever talk about a time where a monkey kidnapped a baby?
Let's go.
I've seen this.
Let's
one
go. Let's go. We can handle it.
before. It's
Oh, you know what? I feel like
I think
I've
we
seen
have,
it.
right? Did
But
we do a clip on it?
I believe we've done a clip on this.
Have we?
Let's redo. Let's do a follow up.
With Vin?
Yeah, let's do a follow up with Vin. Monkey rides in on bicycle, tries to steal child. Let's do it. 2022
We've all seen it.
Redux.
very, very. It's more than
Let's
what
do
you
a
think.
Redux right now. Go ahead. Oh my god.
Monkey riding like a little.
How is the monkey that
Motorcycle.
powerful?
Yeah.
Look at the guy walks in no shirt.
Hey, none of that.
The guy walks in no shirt. Hey, you get out of here. He's dragged the child.
The sliding.
No one cares. It's just like the people who are just sitting down. It's like, okay, that's
what
happening.
A crazy, crazy clip. You know what? I expected seeing this in 2022, after definitely having seen it in the past, that I would be like, that I might have a more subdued reaction. But truthfully, it's nuts. The power the monkey can generate, for sure the weight of the human is far more. Right?
Well, you can drag a 200-pounder, right?
But I'm saying far more than that. I'm feeling like that monkey is maybe 30 pounds, 20 pounds. What is that monkey? That's what I need to know. The ratio here, the scale of the human versus monkey. No, that monkey's not even 30 pounds. That monkey's like 20 pounds. And the kid's like 40. That's like me dragging a 400 pound. What type of monkey is that? Somebody help me out here. Is that a capuchin? And fast too, man. That's the other part. Fast. And until the guy shows up, like he was just going to keep going.
What's the plan for, like, what's the monkey thinking if it can get.
Maybe there's
child?
like a van there or something.
Oh, it's part of like a kidnapping thing?
Yeah, maybe.
They train the monkey to. Ooh.
Or like a band of monkeys off to the side there.
Well, no, he comes in on the bike. That's the
that's
craziest part. He comes in on the bike.
The bike.
Like if it was just a monkey that went rogue.
Oh my!
You didn't see the bike, Vin?
No.
Like, and he's flying.
Yeah, something's going on.
Okay, let's see the bike. What type of bike is that?
It's a
Is
mini.
it like an RC bike or something?
RC.
But
So someone else is driving it?
Maybe. Could be all fabricated, really.
Yeah. Well, obviously it can always, but no one, I don't think many people can put a child through that type of damage for a clip. I mean, it's possible, but, and look, the other girls over there, they're in shock, man. That's really what's going on there. I mean, it's definitely a trained monkey. Like, there is no way, there's no incentive to do this.
Will might have stumbled on something there.
What do you mean?
What other? I mean, yeah, monkeys aren't grabbing kids for like in the wild. Like it's not eating there's something else going on.
Well, he's riding a bike. Somebody gave him the bike, guys.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something else going on.
Maybe he stole the bike.
No, he didn't steal the bike, all right?
He stole the bike.
He's been on a rampage for a week around town.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
We
Well,
definitely
you have to go to
answers.
top. You got to go to top comment, obviously. Help us out, Reddit, or somebody in the community help us out. Here's an explanation. The monkey belongs to a street performer, rides the bike for shows. It's on a leash and is evidently being mistreated. Hence, it tried to escape on the bike. The owner yanks on the leash, and the monkey, not wanting to get dragged back, holds on to the first thing it can find, which unfortunately happens to be a child. The owner yanks harder, pulling both the monkey.
What?
Let's go, and gets dragged back into a life of abuse. It's sad, really, especially because the monkey kind of looks like a bad guy at first glance, but he's really the victim.
Oh, wow. That was the perfect explanation.
This video circulated on TV and all for a period of time, and this explanation is exactly what happened. Yeah, see, the strength of it was my issue. And it goes to show you when you see a short clip. Now, I don't know, like this person's saying what's going on, but when you consider a short clip you see on the internet and you think one thing about it, see if you can see the string now that you're...
I mean, the one thing now is maybe the first yank right there.
And then also the slide. This slide right here, he's definitely getting pulled back.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right here, he's getting dragged.
Yeah, because his feet don't move.
But then, damn, that is sad. Now that you put it in those terms, because it's latching onto the baby for safety. Like it's latching onto another being to be held.
Oh, we have to end it on a bad note.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just a crazy. I don't know. I can't see a string. Listen, but this is a type of clip that I feel like will pop up in our lives once every 4 years. You know, and you're not even sure if you've seen it before, but you know it's shocking, and it's just the way that information proliferates on the internet. It's very strange. It's a combination of factors that make it inherently viral. It's inherently viral. It's just definitely viral. But there's no need to be depressed because I think in this case, well, at least the child walked away from it.
Sure.
And thank you very much, Stefan, for joining today. Johnny Depp got $15 million. I don't know what that means. That was the settlement. Many things happen in the world on any given day, many of them outside of your control. Try to focus on the things you can control.
Like Discord.
Like getting involved in the community and shaping this show and the future of this show by taking part. I appreciate everybody who's contributed up until this point and who will contribute in the future. Thank you very much for all the super chats as well. Did I already say thanks to Vin for joining us today, especially on a very important episode when we have Johnny Depp / Amber Heard breaking news, amongst other breaking news. We'll see you tomorrow, Will?
Tomorrow, yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.